Hello, Reckoning7, and welcome back to Rule the Waves 2 in our run as the Confederate States of America. And as ever, as it has been for many episodes now, we are at war with the Royal Navy. Although right now we're looking for a way out. We have secured all the possible holdings we can take through invasion, and we have given the Royal Navy a right beating. We have sunk a fair quantity of capital ships, but they just keep on coming. They are very resilient. They don't want to peace out. And they just keep sending battleships for us to sink. That being said, when the option arises, I don't want to take the easiest option for peace, because we don't want to let them off too lightly, as we would like to get our hands back on Maine. So either we need to get a tick on invasion tech, or we need to secure enough points in the peace deal to get that back. But as we head into this episode, we are going to look to think of ways we might be able to wrap this war up. And the immediate plan is to potentially move our whole navy into the Northern Europe sea zone and enact an actual blockade of Great Britain. Refuse the battles, so we stay away from the airplanes, but just try and starve the country out. Alright, I'll hold off one more month while I think about things. No, we're not going to fight that. Yes, we will fight that. Alright, a wee tilty engagement, that's fine. Oh, hang on. We're coastal bombardment. I knew that. I was paying attention. Hello. Oh, it's rather a lot of you. Destroyer, destroyer, destroyer. A couple of light cruisers. We are of the same. And that Cirrus we know is an old and terrible one. Comus is... it's okay. Perfectly serviceable. We've got a few more barrels, but a few more torpedoes. And we're we're about the same speed. I would say we have the better ships here. They may just run for it. No, they're choosing to fight. Oh, hang on, let's go a bit faster, shall we? Lady Davis is taking a pounding here. I don't like that. No, this is not going well for the lady. Right. Pull off a little bit. See what they do. We shall run north towards our target. I don't know where they're going, actually. They're just off. Come along in. Oh. She'll keep heading north. And they have an airbase at Freetown, indeed they do. Slightly irritating. Eesh. I mean, we are light forces, so it should help us, but still. What's the timer like? 10 hours. Ah, it's a long time. Okay. Let's hit there slightly further north. Let's try and... oh, let's use a transport. Well, let's go and take our anger out on that as we sail past. Oh, he regrets his choice. One thing I will do. Let's not waste any torpedoes, shall we? I think we should be able to manage this one with some gunnery. Maybe? There we go. Now we'll head off to do our base. And then we'll try and run away. Which will give us a victory, if... not the moral victory. I still think we had the better light cruisers, but we just didn't get the edge in the initial engagement. I didn't want to risk taking some serious damage. Okay, done. think we just get dodged before those bombers come back reloaded. Yeah, we'll end. Yes, we get the win, but a bit of a nothing affair. Some planes. We're not going to pick a war with France. Better CLs, better 4-inch guns. That's actually quite useful. Corvette. Raider's going to raid. That's kind of it. Let's go turn up in Europe for at least a turn. We won't be able to stay very long. Everyone who's... let's go for type. And then we'll just maybe slink off back to the Caribbean. Let's go threaten them. They're not taking us seriously. And that irks me. Okay. Do we want a cruiser action? No, not there, I don't want. Convoy defense. No. Nope. Okay, we give him 1000 VP, that's fine. But we should be... Okay, lots of stuff. Medium bomber's worse. Lost submarine, because that's not going particularly well. We are blockading Britain. Now, how long can we stay here before we start suffering problems? I don't know. Let's say maybe 3 months, and then we're going to run away with a tail between our legs. We might as well put you on fleet support, because we're blockaded, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, second month, nope. This is good. Okay, we've lost the destroyer, but that's fine. Better range guns. I think we use them in a few places. Oh, they're no longer blockaded. Why? We still have more force points in the area. Which is all that should matter. How confusing. Oh, we're back in the black, which is nice. Right, we're going to run 1 more month. And then we're going to go home. You absolute dogs. Alright, I'm going to decline. It's going to give them an invasion. We're going to have to go back to Africa. I'm not going to fight because it's too close to the home island. If you give me one out in the other parts of Europe, I'd happily fight it. Coastal raid? No, I don't mind that. I'm going to accept this. Aha! We intercept a British raider? Sure. They still do something. And then I think we'll have to pull everyone out for the sake of base support, because we don't have any. And I don't want my ships en masse to start getting in turn because they break down. Hello. We're very close. What are you? What's our max speed? Slow down to 23. And the ship we're dealing with. Now, we got hit in the face and our turret got destroyed. That's not good. A Melampus class. I've not seen you before. I think you might be new. And no, you're not. You're very small. You have hardly any guns. Okay. Yes, we should absolutely be able to take you. Okay, and we've hit them once at least. And we are going to be running towards their bases, although nothing on this side of Ireland, which is good. She's sensibly not giving me the frontal position, although she has done now. Oh, good turn. I think this may be her dying breath. Good. Down she goes. 26 hits. No way she went. Alright, that was fairly straightforward. Offset some of those freebies we've been given in Britain. Air launched torpedoes, cool. So does that mean we can finally build our own torpedo bomber? In 1925. Okay, flying boat. Range. Range is actually worse. Bomb load is worse. Toughness is slightly better. So maybe go for this guy. It's just a scooch less range, but much faster. Okay. We're fighting Senegal. We will go down and defend that. Okay, listen, the old John Taylor games are now in WS have super great customer service, and we still support the games released 20 years ago. Ah, nice. Every time new games release with new features, they update the older tires for free. It reminds me a little bit, although it's not for free. Yeah, the way that Battlefront a combat mission, when they did some of the engine upgrades, you could upgrade your old versions to a new engine. Or they did, I think you had to pay like $10 for it or something. And you'd play the games 2D rather than 3D. I'll definitely have to have a look at that. Okay, time to go home. Let's get everyone back to, well, not everyone back to Caribbean actually, because I need to get a whole bunch of people down to the west coast of Africa. Deal with that blooming... Right, let's go. We'll send you down. I want my CVLs down there. Let's put the archers and the Selmas. And some screens, please. And you know what, I'm going to move one of you guys to the Caribbean, and we're going to start refitting you. Everyone else move home. Our foray out to Europe has ended. We need to go and defend Africa. Don't have much there either. I'm annoyed because I don't think I can reach their port. Now they must have one more invasion tech than me. We'll go back to unrestricted submarine warfare. We do have to watch France, so maybe prize rules. Okay. Haha, we will actually absolutely accept this. And they decline. Sure. Okay. Us gain disputed border areas in some of their colonies. What's your opinion? Our unrest is much there. I'm personally getting tired of this. So I'm tempted to go. What time is it for me? No, it is currently 20 to 11 evening UK time. So again, I think I'm going to middle of the road. I'd like to end the war. I want to get enough points to secure Maine. But I don't see us being decisive in a few more months, so we'll try this. No common ground. Okay. Oh, baffled. Dang it, I thought that was in. That got me all excited there. And we've kicked the British out of Senegal. Excellent. Okay, corvettes, corvettes, corvettes. Destroyer. Sweet. Okay, that was a... Well, apart from not getting the peace we wanted, that was a reasonable turn. Let us upgrade our... But you know what, is this complete foolery? Foolery, is that word? Tomfoolery? Yes, it is. It's tempted just to bring them home, just to make my life easy, to refit them all in one go. But that's not a sensible thing to do during a war, so I won't. Open design for rebuild. Right. Do we have better turrets? No, we don't. Do we have better 6-inch guns? No, we don't. We do have better 4-inch guns, but we don't have any of them. Fine. Okay. We'll go up to director firing. That would be useful. Do you have any space? 53. Just for a little bit of AA, I think. You're at 25. Ah, that's a very respectful time. How can you win in this game? So that's the other thing, is you don't control the peace deals. They are controlled by the politicians. But I mean, I'm genuinely surprised this war has gone on so long. Usually I see peace before that. I can, of course, as in charge of the Navy, when those three options come up, you can be like, yes, push for peace at all costs. But then you might not get as many points, essentially, to spend on either war reps or taking land. It's a bit of a balance. But yeah, you have no, as a player, you have very limited control over when the war ends. And every now and again, you'll be in the middle of war, and like someone will come along and be like, international arbiters have arranged a peace, and you're like, well, I don't want to stop. And no one gets anything. Yeah, but then the anything you have invaded and secured, that's yours. You don't even if you completely lose the war, you don't give it back, which is an interesting system. Right, I don't think we're doing anything beyond that, to be perfectly honest. I don't have space for anything else beyond that. It's pretty weak on the old AA side of things, so you're going to need some definite destroyers around you to be helping out. Right, that's fine. Build that. How long is that going to take? 4 months. Okay, then we'll rotate the guys in. What else suffering? These Charles Reed destroyers are. And you have only 2. Right, I'll move you back to Caribbean and we can get you sorted out as well. War has been unexpectedly long, heading in. Okay, almost 2.5 years. No, just over 2.5 years. No, 2.5 years next month. I can do maths. I know how long a year is, honest. Okay. Money's still positive. I think we're going to design another ship. I think I want to improve my cruisers. I also want to know, can I build CVs yet? I don't think I can. I just wanted to check. That one. Nope. That's fine. I didn't think so. I just wanted to check. I think I want some new heavy cruisers. Seeing as we've only got 4 heavy cruisers in our entire fleet. That's not very many. And these 2 are essentially just scrap metal. So let's do that. I'd like a heavy cruiser. So our new battle cruisers are going up like 30 knots. So we would probably want light cruisers that can go about 30 knots. So my heavy cruisers maybe around 26 to 28. Well, our current ones are 26. We could standardize around that. It's not the fastest in the world. You wouldn't be catching any lights, that's for sure. I don't know. Maybe we'll go slightly better, see what the engine rules do through it. Just no, auto-generate, please. Tuscaloosa. Well, you're offering me 28. Alright, so I'll hold at that. 10-inch quality 1. I think that's a good caliber for a heavy cruiser, to be honest. Now you have gone for 5-inch on the secondaries, which currently do nothing for me. Well, not do nothing for me, but are not dual purpose. Yeah, we have to go all the way down to 4-inch caliber singles before we can get a dual purpose on the go. Doesn't fill me with joy. So maybe we'll go for 5-inch and then we'll stick the 4-inch dual purpose and tertiaries, just to get a little bit of HEA factor in these things. Five-inch bill is not great. Round you out to 13,000. Didn't get me a lot of space, to be perfectly honest. We have too many of this. Tweak them down. It's okay. We may probably bring this down a little bit as well. Maybe we got a little overzealous. Never did doing our cruisers with the float plane scouts. Don't think we're going to need it now that we've got our more escort cruisers. Carriers, I should say. Right, what would I like to do is I would like to increase your armor if I could. Which I may struggle with. I'd probably rather you had more deck than more belt. The theory being, again, danger's going to start coming from the air. Oh, to put it into 1, that's rough. I want more than that. Maybe we do come down to 26. Bit of unit machinery. At least make my turrets better armored? Not really. Brutal. Absolutely need more rounds per gun. Alright, I think I'm going to close in on this. Meaning 0. It's not, definitely not as armored as I'd like. Reasonable deck though. It's got reasonable firepower. It is okay. Decidedly okay. Alright, let's do it. Beautiful. We'll build maybe 3 of those, and then between that and the Clarence, I'll have 4 heavy cruisers at 26. So maybe I'll have 5 of them. That would give me a 6 fleet, 6 ship heavy cruiser force. Ditch the esports, just retire them. I think that'd be okay. Right, it is 10 to 11. I normally stop at 11, and as a backstop, I really want this war to end. Cruiser battle, sure. Decline, fine. Okay. We'll quickly do this one. By, what's that? Cape Verde Isles. Hello, what are you, my friend? You are not my friend. Okay, we're gonna do a dance with the devil. Aha! You're not a heavy cruiser. You're a I can't even say that. Terpsichore class. I do not know that word. Okay, you have. Oh, you're terrible. Okay, good. Good old archer class. Slow down to 23. We don't take the penalty from ship vibrations. Let's. Fast might be a little bit too fast. Raking him as we cross his T. Nelson would be proud. Oh, a bit of a spin there. That was an impressive turn there. Oh, for the love of God. Ah, dear. Right, fine. Rights for secondary. Okay, and light cruiser main battery. Oh, that's really handy, actually. I like that. Private Enterprise has built me a fighter. It is slightly faster, slightly further. Less maneuverable, but more tough. Is it worth it for 10 nautical miles? It's 10% range. It's more than that speed. Yeah, I'll take it. And the war continues. Okay. I really don't think you're going to take this, Brent. You are. Okay, interesting. Pretty sure you have 1 ship in this area. Oh. Okay. That's fine. That was pointless. Done. Anti-war demonstrations, good. We'll sell anything to Japanese, not a problem. Better ASW, not a problem. And still no peace. Still no availability to expand the war through invasion. Can your ships run out of fuel, ammo, etc.? Yes, they can. They are... so you have... well, the ammo, you have a certain amount per battle. And obviously, as part of your ship design, you say how much you take with you. And it's entirely possible to run out. It's also entirely possible to run out of certain turrets. So if you're in a long chase, you might run out of ammo in your front turret, even though you get stuff at the back. Fuel, I've never had it happen to me. So you sometimes start a mission, especially in some of the seasons where you have less bases, and it'll say you've got 50% fuel remaining, but it's never been a problem. But if I sent ships to, say, go raiding in Northern Europe, where I have no bases, occasionally they can run into engine trouble, etc., and they end up being interned in a neutral port. So you can't, you are somewhat restricted by the bases you have. Right, I think we're gonna one, maybe 2 turns if nothing happens. And this war, unfortunately, may drag into another stream. Hey, we sunk a heavy cruiser by for mine warfare. That's cool. Okay, it's all fine. I really want to see what happens here. Go to build screen. How much are these? 2 million a pop. I wanted 5 of you. What would that cost me? 12 million a month. That's a lot. For 24 months. Yeah, I can't really afford that. Probably afford that though. No, not really. Let's go down to 3 then. That'll give me a core of 4 heavy cruisers at the right speed at least. Okay, that will do. Coastal raid. Really, they have a pre-dreadnought? And I will accept this because I have planes. My defense area will decline. Strikes and anti-war. Alabama's finished, okay. Not much happening there. Unrest is staying steady at 5. Let us quickly shuffle around Alabama down to Caribbean, sorry, down to West Africa, and bring this Stonewall Jackson to Caribbean for a refit. Do you want, let's bring them both home. I think it's going to be fine. Destroyer action, I'm just going to decline it because I don't like destroyer actions. I feel like they're just on the cusp. Oh, we sunk a light cruiser though, that's nice. I have a Terpshore, we know you. Trade disruptions from radar and submarine signals are causing hardship and food shortages in Great Britain. Good. The Forbidden has been damaged, but will be repaired and out in action fairly soon. Right, let's give you boys a refit. I would like to rebuild into this design, please. And we brought you 2 home, we want to rebuild you as well. What have we got? Well, we've got a little bit of space actually. Can't put dual purpose guns on you, but I can't put much on you actually. What way are you? You must be like nothing. 1,000 tons. You give you a central rangefinder, but there's not much point. You mean? Oh no! Tell you what I should be doing with you is sorting this out now that we have. Because for a long time we didn't have more than single. What do you call it? Tube mounts. So now we have many tubes. So if I wonder if I can get with 2. This might be too heavy. C's probably too far forward. Maybe. Yeah. Let's go for a V. Why not? Okay, so you still have an 8 torpedoes, but now they're organized in a much more sensible way. That frees up space for a little bit more AA. Albeit, only kind of personal defense stuff. Good. I think that's an improvement. Even though there's only 2 of you, but I'll do. That's okay. Yeah. Okay, this is gonna be it. Last one. Hell or high water. I can't do it. If we get like, if I go low and we get less than 5 and we can't take main, I'm gonna hate myself. So I'll keep my middle of the road. Huzzah! Huzzah! Thank God. Okay, I'm a happy bunny. What did we get? 8. So we can't nab Ireland. Maine is worth 8. Really? It was only 5. Yeesh. Okay. Interesting. So I want, obviously, long-term, Bermuda, Newfoundland, New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, and Maine. These 5. I want them. I also would quite like Nigeria and Sierra Leone. So what we could do, we could take, say, Nigeria and Sierra Leone, and that takes West Africa out of the discussion, right? It's a non-event. Next war with Britain, we don't fight there. We don't be fighting here. However, then for the next war to be meaningful, we'd need another naval engagement tech upgrade, so we could actually invade Maine and Bermuda, and then once we've done that, we can obviously move up the coast. But it would force all the engagements in this one sea zone, so we could concentrate our forces and kind of control where we're fighting them. Which I think is maybe what I'm going to go for. I want it to take Maine. I'm not gonna lie, I wanted it. But the fear is I take Maine. Again, we concentrate our fight in the North American East Coast, not a problem. But while we are doing that, he puts off some of his old ships into West Africa from the massive navy Britain's going to have, and then just invades our colonies and takes them. As happened in Maine in this war. So I think this is the smarter play. We just come back for them next time. We could also nab Bermuda for just now, but yeah. We're not far from being able to take it. We can also take it in the next war. We have a few points left over. This will help our economy a little bit. Now, money-wise, it'd be much also more sense to take nothing, but where's the fun in that? Okay, let's lock it in. Japan takes Fiji and the Solomon Islands, nice. We'll have to go sort our fleet out. Twin DP mounts for 3 and 4 inches, awesome. Okay, huzzah! Huzzah. So, result of that war, Caribbean is ours. We took Freeport, Nassau, Jamaica, and Trinidad. As a result of that war, also West Africa is ours, excluding this one piece, which we might do something about. Having taken Sierra Leone and Nigeria. However, we lost Maine, which is a black mark against us. So there will be a round 2 against Britain. And yeah, I mean, plan will be to secure the North American East Coast. And at that point, we're kind of job done. But we need to seriously redesign and rebuild. Hey, go Japan. Secured a bit more territory out here. Been a really good ally of ours. Surprised if we didn't take, what's that? Iowa. Okay. Pleasing. Oh dear God, our monthly balance. And with the combined joy of securing victory and horror of seeing our peacetime funding, we are going to bring this episode to a close, and this is where we brought this stream to a close. So really, really happy to get the peace with Great Britain there. It's been a it's been a long road and a difficult road in parts. So really, overjoyed to get the win we're after. Gutted that we lost Maine. I had it in my head it was only worth 5 points. I feel like I only paid 5 points for when I took off America. But anyway, there we go. So we're going to have to go back for round 2. And round 2 is going to be difficult because when we fight in that northeast American coast, Britain's going to have a lot of air bases as well. So we're really going to have to try and play smart. But that's a future problem. We should be happy in the land that we've taken thus far. We can rebuild our fleet for the future. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this. If you're interested in coming out and hanging out live, then we'll be back on Twitch on a Monday evening. That's about 8 p.m. BST. And as ever, do jump into the Discord and I keep up to date with all my content creation timelines. And as ever, do leave your thoughts and comments down below. I do appreciate the feedback. And, okay, cool. I'll catch you all on the next one. Cheerio.